What's up, guys? I got another cool testimony for you guys. So, ever since I committed myself to God, I allowed Him to transform my life. I asked Him to transform my life because before God, I was eating. So, at my recording studio, the closest food spot is McDonald's. It's like a block away. And I mean, I ain't making the best money here. So, dollar menu, awesome. But it's fast food. Y'all know that's poison. Like, come on. So I used to eat a lot of that, and at one point, I don't know, I had to weigh at least like 180 or whatever, and like I was not in good health. I would walk upstairs and I'd be out of breath. That's how bad it was. And then think about it, as I'm running a recording studio and I'm sitting at the chair in front of the computer for like 12 hours a day, and I'm not doing anything else active. I'm just like destroying my body by not doing anything. So I'm asking God, I'm praying, and I'm like, I need this to change. I need you to, transform this part of my life. And so what ended up happening is my diet starts to change. And my diet starts to change because I watched this movie, Noah. Was it Noah? Yeah, Noah, with Russell Crowe. And in that movie, the descendants of Cain are like just grabbing like raw animals and just like and like eating them like just flesh, like straight up. And I'm like, that is disgusting. I do not want to eat meat ever again. And like I've already got people were telling me about the health message from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, which I got baptized into, and they're telling me they showed me in Deuteronomy, Leviticus, where as you can tell, Jan is behind the camera and he's confirming these things for me. In Leviticus, talking about the clean and unclean meats. And, it made sense to me. Like, why do you want to eat meat that's been slaughtered and, hormones pumped into it, and, the animals didn't live a natural life? And, I got all of that, but really it was a fact that I saw on the movie screen, people eating meat just like... So that turned me off for meat. And then, I told myself, all right, now I got to stop eating fast food, processed foods. I should be eating more raw stuff, more fruits, more vegetables. And I started doing that. And actually, after Jad and I got baptized, I even fasted for a week. And I think that helped a lot. And my fast was really just water. No food, just water. I did it for 6 days. And that helped a lot because not only did it teach me to lean on to God through things that you need to restrain, but it also taught me, how God can carry you through. And it also helped purify my body and get rid of all those processed foods during that time. And so combined with that, not going to lie, I used to take drugs and stuff back in the day. What's weird is I never was like taking them a lot. It just so happened that I tried a lot of different kinds of them just because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be social. But it's not something that I ever truly really wanted to do. Same thing with alcohol. The first time I really started drinking was I had graduated from college already, and I was performing at some place and I wanted to fit in. And so I started drinking with them. And so I drank out of just the fact that's what everyone else did. So I did it too. I was a little sheep. I was following a little lemur, I think is what they're called. And so I just, followed them. But then I stopped doing that too, because in my mind, it became like, okay, I need all of my brain power to be thinking about God and to, at every moment, make a decision. I choose God over this. And if I'm, drunk with alcohol or high from other stuff, then how can I have sober thoughts to make correct decisions? If it's impairing my decision making, how can I actually choose God? And how do I actually know what I'm choosing is of God? And so when all of that stuff sank in, I really started to commit. Okay, no more alcohol, no more smoking, no more this and that. And I pretty much like became vegetarian in a span of like 6 months and stuff. And I can tell you, I lost like 20 pounds. I feel healthier. I feel more energy and all of that. But the best thing about this was not only that changed my lifestyle, but also I stopped cursing and I became more calm and more smooth and more cool about things, right? I didn't really get angry at anything anymore. All of these different factors, basically all of the stuff that says that's in the fruit of the Spirit in Galatians, I was really trying to own in on that and develop Christ's character. And God was transforming me to the point where I had a client come in, my friend Dominic, he comes in and like right away he's like, yo, Cruz, what Bible do you read? Which version? King James, New King James, NIV, what is it? And he was like, because I think it's time that I really need to start going in. And this was, I don't know, probably a couple months ago. And then since that moment, maybe 2 months later, he stopped drinking. He stopped smoking. And I mean, like, he's around all the different rappers. So what you see in a rap video, that's basically what their lifestyle was in a sense. And he stopped doing all of that just like this. Because once you accept Christ in your life, God's not going to leave you where you were at before. He's going to transform you. And that's the beautiful thing about you being able to set an example is Dominic saw me as an example, and it confirmed to him that he needed to give his life to God, which transformed his lifestyle, right? And it's just amazing to me to look back from where I was last year to now. It's like a complete 180, and to the point where I can bring this, by the way you walk, it affects other people. And to see that it actually worked on my client Dominic, that they recognize this, like that's truly amazing. And now, like, he's been reading his Bible like day and night, and like he's on point. He knows his stuff. He's been in Bible studies with Jan and I, and he's helped us, learn a lot of stuff. And so if it wasn't for me letting God transform my life, he may not have been encouraged to transform his as well, to allow God to transform his. And so really think about what example you're setting. And because God works. And when God transforms, that's the biggest testimony you can give, is just by the way you live. Because at that point, when people see that you're not a hypocrite and that you really abide by the things that you truly believe in, then it's very powerful. And they're going to ask, what's so different about them? What master do they serve? And what you can say is God and not the world. That's my story. Peace. Shout out to God.